Connect. Connecting. And nothing happened. So yeah, trying the old Tripper navigation today for the first time. Downloaded the app. So what I'm doing now, just touching the rim. That's what she said. Downloaded the app, pretty easy. Doing like a 6-mile journey now on roads I know, so just in case it's shit. Sorry, that wasn't very creative, was it? Just in case it isn't very good. You know, I don't get completely lost and screwed when I've got my phone for GPS. I'll do a little video later of how to connect it. Really easy, really straightforward. The only thing I did have is I had to re-download the app because it was working and then it wasn't working. It wouldn't give me directions to anywhere. So, but I did notice like 3 days ago there was an update to it. So, you know, maybe that was it. But yeah, so far so good. And at some point I'll come back and we will go down this gnarly trail here. I've only been down it on an enduro bike, so we'll see what the Himalayan makes of it. Because it can be, I remember it being a bit tasty, and there's a river crossing, so you go right and you go, well, you essentially end up going down the river whichever way you go. You go left, you go down the river, and you go right, you go down the river. So we'll try that at some point when the Himalayan's a bit more off-roaded. Get some different tyres and a few other bits and bobs first. Anyway, let's continue with the journey, see what this makes of it. Right, so here is a very quick how to use the Royal Enfield app for navigation. Says I've got signal. Ah, there we go. Map's loaded. So you have to connect it to your Tripper, obviously, so your bike needs to be on. You hit the connect button. We're going to add a new device. It's a bit odd because I have connected it before, but whatever. So we're going to add a new device. We've got two options, Tripper Dash or Tripper Pod. So we're on the Tripper Pod, so we choose that, and it says no devices, refresh, already connected. Okay, right, so there we go, already connected. What's happened there then? Okay, we are now connected because I've connected before, so you can see down here little green motorcycle. So I'm going to see, doesn't show if I'm connected. Anyway, whatever. I don't know how to disconnect it. That's annoying, isn't it? Let's try. Right, I've disconnected, so we're not connected. So I'm into the app. Here we go. Connect. Add a new device. Tripper Pod, because we've got, it's the Tripper Pod, it's not the full Tripper Dash. Tripper Pod. RE Disp, that's the one. Connect. Connecting. And nothing happened. Refresh. Connecting. Right, so I've done connect, it's finally talking to one another, and I've got into this code to show 821. Very imaginative code. Connect to device. Right. You are now connected to your motorcycle. Great. Connected. Okay, so now what we can do, it's pretty good. We can do, I don't know, if we wanted to ride all the way to Glasgow, get directions. 7 hours 22 minutes. Probably do it in a wanna. If we do start navigation, we can see the total distance down here is 438.6 miles. When we get going, it will say in, you know, very basic terms, turn left, turn right, or whatever. It gives you a amount of miles before you have to turn left or right, and then as you go down it will say, you know, 300 feet, 20 feet, whatever. It's okay. My one gripe about it is if I exit navigation, yeah, nice little summary, average speed of 0.02 miles an hour, that's about right for the Himalayan. So we'll close that down. Right, so you can see the time. So I haven't set the time on the dash, on the clock here, but the time is linked to my phone, so I know it's 20 past 7. But when you do a route, annoyingly, it disconnects, which is frustrating. So let's try and connect again. Okay, it connected. When you put a route in, the time disappears. So it's not a big problem because you have got the time down here, although I haven't set it. So I would say just make sure the time on your clock is set. I didn't set it because I thought, oh, there's the time on the tripper. But then as soon as I put the first navigation on, the time disappeared. So something to bear in mind. Exit this. The only other thing, oh, slightly faster that time. It didn't move, but it was slightly faster at not moving. The only other thing I would say is it's okay, but earlier on the trip I came to what was essentially a left and then shortly afterwards a right, and on the tripper it's not displayed, it's not great. So, you know, it says sort of left and right on the same sort of screen, arrows pointing left, arrow pointing right, various figures in how many feet I should do that. You've got to read between the lines, I suppose, is what I'm saying. But it's okay, and it arguably it does fit in with the sort of ethos of the Himalayan, in that, you know, it's going to get you there. It won't show you the time, it won't show you what time you're going to get there or anything like that at all. It is just going to give you directions, and I suppose arguably that means you can just enjoy the ride, I guess, is my point, if I'm making any point at all whatsoever. But, you know, it's okay. In reality, I don't think I'll use it much. I think what I'll end up doing is just mounting my phone and using directions, either OSAMD app or, you know, just Google Maps or something other than that. But it's okay as a fallback if you don't have a mount, or you snap your mount or whatever. It's okay. So yeah, 7 out of 10 I reckon. See, there we go. That's what confuses me. So it's saying turn left and then in 27 feet turn right, but also at the bottom it says 4.7 miles. So when you're reading this on the fly, it does come across as a bit confusing. You know, or maybe I'm just being a bit of a knob, but to me that's like immediately turn left and then in 36 feet turn right, but also in 4.7 miles something else is going to happen. So yeah, it can be a bit confusing. I know I can go right here, so I'm going to go right, and I'm going to see if the sat-nav updates and gives me directions. I'm going to totally nerd out, so let's ignore that, see what it does. Suggesting I do okay, that's good, that's good. I know where that, yep, that looks right to me. I'm going to take a left in a minute, so yeah, good work. we go. I'll just pull over here and stop what I'm doing. Oh, it's saying in 0 feet do a left. Interesting. Anyway, so there we go. Really short video on the tripper pod. So it's okay. A couple of things that, as a first time, you know, built-in sat-nav user, I think it could do slightly better, but you know, again, it will get you where you're going, and I think once you get used to it, it's okay. You just have to pay a bit more attention, I suppose. It doesn't spoon feed you quite so much as a, you know, a full-blown sat-nav on a TFT would do. Like, you know, my friend's got a BMW GS, and that sat-nav is, as you'd expect, you know, full screen TFT, very nice, gives you nice directions. But this is okay. And the adventure is getting lost, right? So, you know, nobody had an adventure when they went exactly where they were going. So there we go. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time.